Alright ninjas, it's time for another unboxing. Unboxing this hand that I got a little while ago on AliExpress. I was waiting for this to unbox on a video. It's probably a bootleg version or something, but maybe it's still good for drawing hands. I ordered one of the hands first before maybe ordering a next one. But yeah, this is what I got in the mailbox a little while ago, so let's check it out. So this is for drawing and such references. So yeah, was the box, nothing else in here. And let's check out this hand for drawing mostly, at least that's where I use it for. Looks like a nice hand. So here is the right hand. It's about the same size as mine even. And you get some, what? You get nails with it and such. What the hell? Yeah, I probably won't use this. Wait, you can even get the nails off of it. What the hell? Well, I don't want to dick around with it too much. Well, let's just leave it like that. Yeah, you got some extra nails here or something. You probably can switch it on and off. Oh yeah, for female hands maybe. Maybe this is the wrong one for this. That's probably the wrong finger. Oh, there it says 1. So, let me see, this one maybe. Oh yeah, so here you can change the nail as well, which is actually nice for, you know, if you want to draw other type. Maybe nice to have then 2 sets of hands, one with different nails, so that you don't have to every time switch it when you draw. But yeah, you also get this stand here. Oh, it has to be like with a screw, or oh yeah, here you have like where you can screw that part in and then this one in here. Yeah, you know, let's say you draw with your right hand, you cannot at the same time really use that hand as a reference, right? Yeah, you can make pictures of course, but I mean in real time. Of course you can work your way around it or just actually know how to draw hands, so you don't need these figures. But I think it's still handy, I guess, these kind of hands. It's quite big though, so maybe it's not, how do you say, for your space. Maybe it takes too much space up. Like you could also have like a smaller figure with a hand, but okay. Well, it actually stands here, which is pretty cool. Maybe you can also use the hand for, oh yeah, you can just have it like that and do the pose. It stays, so far at least. Maybe not make it too tight, but yeah. It does stay on the holder, so that's nice. Now let's get it loose again to see the articulation. I think it's a pretty cool hand. It was like 25 bucks or something. I think they're also the official ones. Maybe this is probably the bootleg or not. Yeah. But the original might be super expensive. Okay, this is a bit tight, but it should also not be too loose. So far it works. Hopefully we won't break it. Seems to work pretty good. Yeah, you also have these wooden hands that I see here in the stores over here, but those hands are not that well flexible. Articulation is not so good with that. It's like these cheap ass. Well, yeah, I guess you could sort of use them, but it's not as good as this one in terms of articulation. Okay, it is a bit stir, or what's it called? It's not too loose, but maybe too tight. But yeah, it also should not be too loose, you know, else it may be, you know. And this works also pretty nice. Yeah, I think this will be helpful for drawing the right hand. You need two of them, of course, if you have to draw two hands. So let's say a fist is coming at you like this. Angle sometimes I find difficult. Let's say this is pointing to the camera, right? Like this. This angle, so drawing it like this, you know. But in anime, or you know, they can make it sometimes look really dynamic. So you maybe also have to, in those cases, like exaggerate it a bit more. But let's say you're drawing and you quickly need some to see how the hand goes again. It's a nice physical 3D model. You could probably also use this for drawing practice. So let's say you want to practice drawing hands from real life. Then you have here the real life version of a hand, or at least it's not an actual flesh hand, but it's coming close, I guess, unless you cut off someone's hand. But and by that I mean, you know, like I draw with my right hand, so yeah, then I here have the right hand, so the left is a bit easier maybe. You draw with right and then you can look your head left, but reversed, at least I cannot draw with both hands in the same quality. But yeah, overall I think it's a pretty good figure. We can use this for practice in when we actually go drawing and are stuck with hands, and then use this as a reference. Like I, for example, also have like smaller hands that I used a bit for reference for the angles, but you cannot like really move these, right? Like, okay, you can, sometimes I'm a bit stuck with the angle with drawing, so I just use one or the other hands to check it out, you know? But this one is, it's bigger though, but yeah, I think it can be really helpful. But yeah, we'll see in practice. This is like the unboxing of this, and then we have to check out later if it actually does work for drawing. But I think it has a good sort of structure, the shapes and everything. You know, like the knuckles here and everything. I don't know all the words. Like, of course, you don't have the meat around it and all that, but the basic structure is here, I think, which looks good so far. And yeah, I don't think it's bad quality or something. Yeah, it's maybe sturdy here and there. It's not too loose, but I don't also think it needs to be too loose though. Else, yeah, like it just flaps around. That's also not the that you want that, right? But yeah, I think it's well detailed hand. For example, I also have this figure recently for the female body parts. I also have been using this figure actually when I'm stuck with certain things. I've been using it here and there for certain poses and such, or you know. This was also a good figure to order, but like this hand, like I used it sometimes, the hand angle, to see how it looks like again. But you cannot move these fingers individually, right? So then you have this hand for that. So this is more for like the female proportion. Yeah, I also have different tits for this one, but I don't know how to switch it easily. But yeah, this one is like, for example, the human proportion figure that I've been using for a bit here and there when I am stuck with certain poses or angles like that it looks weird, and then I just play a bit like putting this character in the pose to see, oh yeah, this is a bit more like the correct angle, or and then can now do the same with hands, because I sometimes I also a bit stuck with hands, like depending on what angle they need to be drawn. Like I have some knowledge of hands, but I'm still practicing hands as we speak. I'm not sure if this ever will end, but I think this is a real good handy figure so far, and the quality seems to be good. Yeah, it's a bit sturdy, but yeah, you also have to, like, now is this my first day that I unboxed it and actually used it in practice. Yeah, you need like a few weeks, months, years to see if the quality is still good, right? I think this is the bootleg version because it's from AliExpress. Maybe there's an official, there's probably an official version as well. But that's also more expensive, I believe, like $100 or something. But yeah, let me know if I'm wrong here, or correct me if I'm wrong about that. But so far, I think this is quite nice and handy, pun intended. But yeah, so now we can put this in practice, and also you can just, let's say you just wanted to have a hand figure, you can just, you know, oh shit, did I just break it here? Oh yeah, I might have already broken it, man. Alright, it's the screw. And then the screw. Wait, what? Oh shit, I might have already broken it. Well, with the stand. Like, I'm not sure if you can see it, but this has like one of those things. But this thing should stay in here, right? And then you can screw the thing on it. Oh shit. Or maybe I should first put it on the thing and then put it in there. Okay, the holder's not working the best here. Oh, this one you can just click off and on. Maybe you can just, does it stay? Yeah, it sort of stays. Okay, as you can see, it's not the best quality in that department with the screw, but it sort of, you know, it still stays. Yeah. Okay, too far is, yeah, the weight. Well, it stays up like this. Hello! Well, yeah, I'm not sure if I will keep it in the stand though. Depends on how much space you have, but yeah. I guess you can just click it off and on, but it's actually maybe not supposed to be that way. Okay, well, it works so far. Yeah, it's not the best quality, of course. But yeah, here we have our first little... Okay, it does stay though. Let's see, does it stay still like this? Yeah, sort of. Well, depends on the balance of the weight, but okay. Yeah, I guess from Ali you cannot expect the best quality, but it's still decent, good quality, I guess. It can help, but it's about the hands, right? It's handy to have to put it on somewhere. Like, I don't have a stand holder for this either, so sometimes it was is a bit like if you draw with two hands, like with the keyboard and such digitally, let's say, then it's handy to have like a stand where she can put in, for example. So same case with this hand here. But yeah, that's it for the unboxing, and let's see soon how we're gonna put this in practice. I might order then the left hand as well, since we need both hands. But I have to see if the prices are not increased and such. But yeah, I think this hand was like 25 bucks or something in total, something like that. Yeah, over here it's like the wooden hand is like already like 10 or 15 bucks, and that's the wooden hand that's not even that like bendable, less flexible. But yeah, alright, here's the hand. Is there a brand here or something? No, it's just I don't see any brand there. Yeah, it's a bootleg, I guess. But yeah, this was the box with which some samples here. What you can do, you have different colors as well. This is like a gray one. I got like the more white one, like a skeleton kind of. Yeah, okay. Well, this was the hand. Yeah, let me know if this helps or not, or if you already have this hand, how it was for you, and maybe you have the original version. But yeah, this will be probably really handy, pun intended. So
nice.
Yeah, man. Let's draw. Yes.
Just do it.
You got you by the hand. Alright, see you later, ninjas. NINJABOX usually. Oh wait, let's do it like this. NINJABOX usually, and see you ninjas next time. Ninjakees out.
Ninjakees.
Thanks for joining once again, ninjas. NINJABOX usually, and see you ninjas next time. Ninjakees out.